If you would like to travel to Australia for absolutely free, I would advise you to watch this video to the very end, because in this video, I am going to be sharing tips and tricks on how you can bag yourself a visa sponsorship job and be on your way to Australia. So if you get this visa sponsorship job, the employer is going to pay for everything to bring you over to Australia. That is why it is absolutely free. There are places that you can actually go to and look for visa sponsorship jobs and start applying immediately. So let's look at this together so that you can go and start applying from today. Remember, application is absolutely free. Please do not pay anybody any money to apply for these jobs. All you need to do is take this information I am giving to you and apply for these jobs for absolutely free. The site I am going to be showing you today is called 482jobs.com. Please take a pen and a paper and write this down. It is called 482jobs.com. And I'm going to take my time right now to actually show you how to search for these jobs. As you can see, this site says find sponsored job opportunities in Australia. For you to come and find the job that you need to apply for, you need to check where you belong. What do I mean by where you belong? So which category do you fall under? Are you a healthcare or medical practitioner? Are you into trades and services? Are you into education and teaching? Are you into engineering? Once you have decided where you fall under, you can now actually start searching for jobs. There are so many jobs. As you can see, we have farm hand, sheep, cattle, care manager, we have registered nurse, veterinary register. There's so many jobs and it is easy for you to apply. Now, I'm also going to show you another trick for you to use to apply on this very website. So this website, 482 Jobs, they have a LinkedIn page. They have a LinkedIn page. So the first thing you want to do is go and optimize your LinkedIn page. If you don't have a LinkedIn page, please go and optimize your LinkedIn page. Create a professional LinkedIn page that has all your employment history, that has perfect optimization with your job description, with everything that will pull an employer directly to you. Once you have done that, I repeat, before you do the next thing I'm teaching you, make sure your LinkedIn is optimized. Once your LinkedIn is optimized, then you can actually go to 482 Jobs LinkedIn page, which is this. So you open their page. When you open their page, you can see the Sponsored Jobs Australia. All you need to do is come here and filter. Before you do this, you have to optimize your very own LinkedIn page. Make sure it's optimized. Make sure you follow people in your relevant field. What do I mean? So if you want to travel as a caregiver, endeavor to put your LinkedIn in such a way that it depicts and it shows that you're a caregiver. If you want to travel as a farmer, you do the same. Optimize it to show that you're a farmer. If you want to travel as an engineer, optimize it to show whatever it is you want to travel as. Optimize your LinkedIn properly before you start applying. If you don't know how to optimize your LinkedIn, please meet a LinkedIn specialist to do the job for you and ensure that they optimize your LinkedIn. Optimization of LinkedIn takes between 1 to 2 weeks because you need to follow the appropriate people. You need to get the appropriate connections. Your LinkedIn has to look as good as it can get. Then you can come back and do this. But if you already have an optimized LinkedIn, like most of you who are my community members, you know that I always talk about optimizing your LinkedIn, then you can just go straight ahead and do this. So this is the LinkedIn page of Sponsored Jobs Australia. So you start by recent. Change it from top to recent. Scrolling down, you will find the recent jobs. Why did I say you have to do the recent? So that you are sure that it's a job that was just posted. This is the site where you can come and look for as many jobs as you want to. But I am advising you to make it easy for you. Don't pay any money. I've told you guys now, don't pay anything, don't pay a dime. To make it easy for you, free of charge, not paying any money, do this and use this trick. Go and optimize your LinkedIn page, then come to their LinkedIn page. That's the Sponsored Job Australia for 482 sponsored jobs. And come and check. It's called listing. Before you go to the listing, please click on sort by and change the top to recent. Once you have changed the top to recent, you start to scroll down. As you can see, because we changed the top to recent, we have 5 hours, we have 6 hours, we have 2 days ago. It means that all of these jobs are still intact. So you're going to come here and click on this. And once you click on this, you would read everything you need to know to see if this is something that you fall under, if this is something that your employment history can do. Can you see this guy's line chef with Australia visa sponsorship? This means that if you are picked as a line chef, you will be sponsored to Australia. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, you want to go down and you will see the link. Can you see, guys? The 482jobs.com is here. I already told you, you can come here and look for the jobs yourself. But if you use the LinkedIn, it's easy for you to see the jobs that are recent and the jobs that fall under the category you want to apply for. You're just going to come here and click on line chef. See why it's very, 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 very important for you to do this. Now that you've clicked on line chef, can you see this, guys? Everything you need to know about that particular job is now here for you to see. So if we had used this first place, it would not be as easy as this. That is why I'm saying that you should just do it this way. Now, look at what this is saying. Do you want to be a part of one of the country's largest and most diverse chef teams? It means that this is a big company. And they go further to tell you what they are looking for. So this is what they are looking for. So that way you know before you go and apply if you have all of these things. So I'm just using this as an example so that when you also go to your own field, you will know what to do. You must check out what they are looking for before you even think of applying. This is the name of the company. So they are telling you, and they are also telling you why you should choose their company. And now they go further to tell you how to apply. You get to the point where you check out the job you want to apply for. Not to worry, don't get scared. The employer will explain to you in details how to apply. And for those of you who don't know the particular company, it's very easy. That's why Google is your friend. You take the name of the company and you put it on Google and you apply. So if this is something you're interested in, for those of you who are chefs, you can actually apply for this right away. And for you to know that when you use this route and come in here, you would see that it is easier for you to find other related jobs. As you can see, after checking this out, if you're not qualified for this, you just go down below and start to apply for others. You can see this was posted 6 hours ago, meaning you should try and apply for this right away. This was posted 1 week ago. Try and apply for it. And you have to look for jobs that say visa sponsorship opportunity. This is what you need to look out for. Now, having said this, and we now know that you can actually come to 482 jobs and find these jobs. The next thing you want to do is make sure that your CV is intact. Please do not send a CV that is not given. Your CV has to give all shades of giving so that you can stand out. This is a free job. It is visa sponsorship, full visa sponsorship. Don't you think that you want to make sure that you're good enough for the company to pick you? So optimize your LinkedIn, optimize your CV. For those of you who are new to all this, don't be in a hurry. Visa sponsorship jobs are not running away. You need to first take your time and get your act together. If you need to do certifications for your field, go ahead and do them. If you need to take your time and optimize your LinkedIn, go ahead and do so. If you need to take out time to do your CV, go ahead and do so. You need to make sure everything is well put together before you start applying so that you don't lose the chances that you have. Keep scrolling down. As you can see, this is another one for care managers. This is just 6 hours. Like, this was posted 6 hours ago, meaning you can apply for this. So we can actually, those of you who are interested in care jobs, this is for you. It tells you the key responsibilities, required skill and experience, so you already know what you need, and you need to put all these things, find a way to put these things in your CV. Don't make your CV tacky, but optimize your CV in such a way that these things that they are looking out for is inside. Don't go and use one CV to apply for all jobs. Try and put in some work and change your CV here and there if you're applying for multiple roles. But if you're focused and you're applying for one role like a caregiver, then you can use one CV. I've said it now and I'm saying it again. You don't need to pay for any of these jobs. Go and apply by yourself for free. If you're a registered nurse, this was posted 3 days ago, please apply for it. Everything that has been posted on the 482 jobs that has visa sponsorship attached to it, you can apply for it. It doesn't cost you anything. All you need to do is just apply and follow this path. You can actually follow them on LinkedIn and keep following this streak because they actually post every day. And you can see they have 202,000 followers. Definitely they're doing something right. So while you're also using this to apply, you can also use LinkedIn itself to apply for Australian jobs. There are some countries I would not advise you to use LinkedIn for. But for Australia, I am telling you that you can actually look at the visa sponsorship jobs available on the Australia platforms on LinkedIn and apply. So if you see this, you see visa sponsor Australia, Australia sponsored migration. Just make sure that the jobs that you have found there are real jobs. Do your investigation and you can then go ahead and apply. Visa sponsorship jobs in Australia. So once you search for visa sponsorship jobs in Australia, what you need to do is to come here and click on past 24 hours. You don't want to go and apply for jobs that are no longer available. That is why I am saying that you should come and apply for these kinds of jobs that are available. So once you've done your search, you would see the jobs that have been posted within 24 hours. You can see 1 hour, 3 minutes. Can you see the sponsored job Australia shows here? Job in Australia, all of this. You can go there and find resources to start applying. I hope this was helpful to you. So there are some other members of mine that say, okay, I don't want to apply through the visa sponsorship route. Do you know that you can actually travel to Australia without a job offer? Yes, you can. And I'm going to take you through that route. It is called the Skill Select route. That brings me to the Australia 5-year work visa. Let me just take you to the government website so that you can see it for yourself, so that you know that I'm not the one just coming here and telling you you can do this or do that. This is the government website. This is the official Australian government website, as you can see. When you come to the official Australian government website, all you need to do is navigate your way to working in Australia. It says here, if you want to come to Australia to work, you will need a visa that suits the work you intend to do, meaning that they have different kinds of visas that allows you to go and work in Australia. They have the regional migration visa for innovation. That's for those who have the global talent program. If you want me to be specific and do videos for any of these particular routes, let me know in the comment section and I will do just that. But for today, I'm going to be talking about Skill Select. That is the particular one I have prepared for you guys and I'm going to share with you just make sure you stay to the end of this video. So like I was saying, you have temporary work visas, permanent work visas, short stay worker visas. These are all the different work pathways that you can use to actually travel to Australia. For those of you who are familiar with the terms work permits, if you remember, if you're applying to some country or a country like Canada, you would see work permit. But you can see that with the Australia, what is written here is work visa. So don't ever mix it up together, because most times due to ignorance we see people, you want to say, oh, do you have a work visa, do you have this, do you have that? You need to check first before you start saying work visa, work permit, and start mixing the two and start bastardizing everything. You need to first check the particular country you are applying to or for or whatever, if they have that kind of visa and what it is called. You can see this is a permanent work visa. I'm not here to talk about permanent work visas today. The particular route I'm here to talk about is the skill select, because this is a particular route that you can apply for right away without having any job offer. So if you're interested in applying and traveling to Australia without waiting to get a job offer, this is where you can actually start, and this is what you can start with. So let me just go ahead and explain to you what the skill select means. So the skill select, like any other work visa under the Australian government visa options, has its own dedicated site for you to go and find out what you need to know about it. And I've opened it, as you can see, skill select. So this is an expression of interest. This is you telling the Australian government that you want to come to Australia to become a resident of Australia, to work in Australia. So the first thing you need to do is to create and submit your expression of interest. You have to start your expression of interest application, save your personal information. The Australian government will send you an email with your expression of interest ID and login details. Login details must come from the Australian government. So you need to actually fill out proper information and personal information to get this. Once you have done that, when you get the login details, you will now add all the required information that is needed for you to start your express of interest application. Your English test is very, very, very important. Yes, I will still talk about that as we go further in this video so that you understand completely what you are doing. Once you have submitted your complete EOI, that is the expression of interest, you will now be invited to apply for a skilled visa. And you must apply for that. Once you get the invitation, you must submit your application within 60 days. Do you see how fast it is? It means that when you apply for the expression of interest, while you're applying, use that time to gather all the documents you will need so that once they invite you, you can then submit it and know that you just have a very short time to be on your way to Australia. You have to complete your visa application and upload your documents. Not to worry, as you can see, it is found on the website here like so. And it is easy for you to follow the steps and just go ahead. Now that you know that this is possible for you to actually apply without a job offer, let me now break down the things you need to actually start your application so that when you are at the beginning stage, you can now start preparing all these documents so that once they invite you, immediately you will be eligible to just apply. The very first thing you need to know is for this particular one, not the visa sponsorship. Remember, I am done talking about the visa sponsorship at the beginning. This particular one, I'm just teaching people who don't want to wait for a job offer and they want to apply immediately. This is what this particular video is about. So you have to be between the ages of 18 and 44. You have to have an occupation on the medium and long-term skilled occupation list. You see why I'm doing this video for you guys? So that if you know that you're not eligible for this particular route, you just focus on the visa sponsorship application and leave this one. That's why I'm taking my time to explain this to you all. So it is easy for you to find out if your occupation is eligible. All you need to do is to come here and click on the website. This is one of the reasons why I absolutely love Australian government website, because they've put everything in plain sight for you to understand. Now, these are the skilled occupation lists. You need to be sure that whatever it is you're applying for, or whatever your employment history is, or whatever you do fits into this. It's a long list. You can see showing 20 out of 674 items. You're the one applying, so you have to have the patience. After all, you're not paying anybody to apply for you, so you need to have the patience to go through every single one of them. You can see that they have accommodation and hospitality managers, they have accountants, they have actors. Yeah, if you're an actor, you're a dancer or an entertainer, you can apply. Content creator, what of any of this you can actually apply. Isn't this amazing? What are the actors in the house waiting for? So you have people who are advertising managers, you can apply. Advertising specialists, you can apply. Remember, just ensure that you have not passed the age limit. Aeroplane pilots, you can apply. Agricultural consultants, you can apply. Agricultural engineers, you can apply. Agricultural scientists. You know, we're just in the A part. So if you keep going down and you keep going down and you keep searching, you keep seeing that there are different occupations. Can you see this? Art teacher, private tuition, um, art director. So even the film industry, the entertainers, you can actually apply. So let's look at let's look at another. So see, carpenter and joiner. So if you're a carpenter, you can apply. It means that they actually have a lot of occupations that you can apply for. Child care center manager, you can apply. Can you see this? Child care worker, you can apply. So everybody come to this site and look at the list of jobs you can apply for. This is just 20 out of 674. It means that I would be surprised if you do not find something for yourself. Now that we know that, I will still go ahead to explain even more so that all of you can do this by yourself. The next thing you want to do is have a positive skill assessment from the relevant authority. First one is for those Australian Computer Society. These are for IT professionals, and this is the website for that. So you're going to come here and follow the process and get it done. Once you follow the process, you will be given your skill assessment and to help you in your application. And it is not difficult for you to get. All you need to do is come here and click on migration skills assessment. So that also goes on for every other person. If you're an engineer, engineers, they also have their own sites. Please take note. I hope you have your pen and your paper to write down. It is engineersaustralia.org.au. The first site I talked about is acs.org.au, acs.org.au. The second site is engineersaustralia.org.au. Now, for those of you who are or who fall under the trade occupation, you can actually come here and do same. Yes, those who fall under the trade occupation, they should come here and do same. And the website for those who fall under the trade occupation is tradesrecognitionaustralia.gov.au. I'm going to say it again, tradesrecognitionaustralia.gov.au. And the next one, this is for nursing, midwifery. So if you're a nurse or you're a midwife, this is definitely for you. You should come here and do your assessment for your application here. And it is, write it down, anmac.org.au. I'll go again, anmac.org.au. So you follow that and take it up from there. If you're an accountant, this is the website for you. It is charteredaccountantsans.com. I'm going to call that again so you can see it is www.charteredaccountantsans.com. Whatever category you fall under, for teachers, this is also your website. You want to come here. If you're a teacher, your website is aitsl.edu.au, and you come here and follow the instructions and get your skill assessment. I'm going to take my time to also explain the steps for you to follow. The very step you need to follow, the first one, is for you to identify your occupation. Like I showed you guys with the link, you go and check out your occupation and make sure it's in that list. And definitely, I'm sure it will be in the list. Once you are done, you visit the government website, which I showed you here. So this is the website for the list, and this is the website for the government website. So for those of you who would like to have the links to this lesson note, if you want to have the link to this lesson note, you can follow us on Telegram and request for the link. Once you follow us on Telegram, ensure to request for the link and make sure you're following us on Telegram to actually get the links. That's if you cannot just copy it right here and now. When you visit those websites, you follow the assessment procedures that I've showed you, the different sites for the different categories. You're going to receive your assessment outcome, and once you have done that, then you can go ahead and use it for your visa application. Now that we have said this, you need to have an IELTS score of 6.0 overall in every category. I repeat, in every category. So if you have 5 point something, this and this, no. You have to have your IELTS score has to be a minimum of 6.666 in every category. You have to meet the health and character requirements. You have to also score at least 65 points on the point-based immigration system. Then you submit your EOI, which is your expression of interest, and you'll be invited to apply by Skills Select. Once you've done that, you submit an application within 60 days of receiving the invitation. This is something that you can take your time and plan and actually apply. If you feel like this is confusing for you and you don't quite understand what I'm saying, or you can actually book a one-on-one session where we'll sit down, look at your documents together. I would actually take you through, help you, and show you how you can apply by yourself immediately. So in case you're wondering where you can book a one-on-one session, the link is in the description box. But I would also prefer it if everybody can watch this video over and over again and try to do this by yourself. I would really appreciate it. That way I know that you're following. Now, the benefits of this visa includes you establishing permanent residency in Australia. So once you get this visa, you become a permanent resident of Australia. You can work, study, and access Medicare. So meaning that healthcare you can access with this visa. You can sponsor your family members for migration to Australia. So those of you that are always asking me, can my family go? Can my family go? With this particular kind of visa, yes, your family can go. And you can also travel to and fro from Australia for 5 years as you like. After you have stayed for 5 years, you will now become eligible to apply for the Australian citizenship. So within 5 years, you will now be eligible to apply. And once you become an Australian citizen, what else is left? So this is why you should take advantage of this particular skill select. I had already told you in the beginning that there are so many pathways to actually travel to Australia, but I just decided today to teach you two of it. And the two of it I decided to teach you guys is visa sponsorship, which is absolutely free. You're not paying anything and you travel. And the second one, which is called expression of interest, EOI, under the skill select. That is the one that you can actually apply and you don't need a job offer. You can just go right now and apply for it. Now, let's look at this. I told you guys that these are not the only kind of visas that the Australian government has. I'm going to end this video right now, but I want you to know that if you come to this link, you can actually apply for different kinds of visas to travel to Australia. You can apply as a visitor, as a student, as a working and as a worker, that is working and skilled visa. There are so many carer visa, child visa, age parent visa, orphan relate. It's so many. The list goes on and on. Global special humanitarian. Can you see this, guys? The list goes on and on, like so, like so, like so. So you can actually apply for different things. But for the sake of this video, what we talked about and the two things we talked about is one, visa sponsorship, and two, the 5-year work visa, which is the one I taught you guys how to apply for, and you don't need a job offer for that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, because in the next 6 hours or 8 hours we're going to be dropping another set of visa sponsorship jobs for another country. So if you don't subscribe and turn on the notification bell, how would you know? And please make sure you join our Telegram group, so that things that we cannot post on YouTube, we will post it on Telegram and you will be able to see it. So join the Telegram group. The link is in the description. Take your time to read the description box. Don't be in a hurry. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.